Hello there, fire signs. How are you doing today? I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So, today I'll be doing your weekly tarot. This will be for the week of October 4th through the 8th. And we'll take a look at the overall energies for Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And then we'll go to the tarot for some more details. If you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into your reading. So we're going to begin with the oracle cards. This is the wisdom oracle cards, and get an idea of what the overall energies will be for you this week. We have unfinished symphony, serendipity, and peace, with deep knowing on the bottom of the deck. So, this is a true sense that, you're using your intuition to kind of guide you through something that is unfinished. With the unfinished symphony, this could be, a relationship that you haven't really closed out. You could be in separation, but you haven't found true closure in it. It could be a situation at work. It could even be like a goal or a dream that you have, and you're just having a hard time getting it to finish. I get a sense that you're close to the finish line, though. It's really interesting because there's something that's coming in with the serendipity. I love this. This is just like something from the universe, right? Something that plops on your path to help you along. You could be having a hard time finishing something, closing out a relationship, a situation, a project at work. There's you're having trouble, almost like a stuck energy, and there's something that comes in on your path this week to kind of get you unstuck, to move you forward and bring you more peace. And especially if, this is going to resonate for you as a relationship that you're, that you're trying to bring peace to. I get a sense that there is going to be peace. We're still dealing with 4 planets in retrograde, and all the planets will be direct by October 18th. So there is a lot of situations, relationships that are kind of like coming back from the past so that we can revisit some of those lessons that we've already kind of learned, but we just need to master, right? I mean, it's a chance to master some lesson that you've had from the past. And with the deep knowing, it's kind of like when this comes on your path, you're going to have a better understanding of how to handle the situation. There's something that you need to clean up in your life. Clean it up is indicating it's time to close out like a cycle, or close out this situation. It's time to finish it. Like you have the unfinished symphony, but it's like it's time to finish it. You're like ready to move on. So let's take a look at your present energy. Ace of Cups, really nice. So this could be a new romantic connection coming in, but it could also just be a sense of, something once again from the universe, some kind of token of love. And it could even be you putting a little bit of love into this relationship, this situation, this project that you have. The Ace of Cups to me is always kind of like, it can be a new love coming in, but it's kind of like you're sitting there. You have this basket of butterflies, a basket of love, and you're sending it out into the world, because remember, what we put out into the world is what we get in return. And it's almost like your deep knowing is letting you come to this place of knowing that whatever you put out there is what you're going to get. And it's kind of like stepping into this energy of, okay, I'm just going to put out there a lot of love out to the universe, and it's going to bring you more peace and joy and happiness. And it's also at the same time going to help you finish out whatever this cycle is. With the unfinished symphony and then the Ace of Cups, it's like, yeah, you're starting like a new cycle. There's something you have to clean up from the past cycles so that you can step into this. So let's take a look at what your obstacle is, or your area of resistance. Yeah, it's time to move on. The Ace of Cups is not like an energy of, conflict or anything else. It's the deep knowing. It's knowing that there's something better out there for you. And it's like, okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to walk away. And, to be honest, I'm also getting the message. There's kind of like a little bit of sadness with this card because it's like when you step onto this new path. The Ace of Cups also represents like your soul journey. So when you step onto this new path, it's a little bit too of having to say goodbye to perhaps relationships, people, situations, even a career, or a home that you've loved for a long time, or even your hometown. It's an energy of knowing that you have to leave so that you can go on the next journey. There's something, with this card, it's like there's something that's calling you. It's saying, come on, it's okay. It's time to go on this new path. And, this is your area of resistance. Like, I think this. The unfinished symphony is possibly because it's time for you to go to the next chapter of your life, or, the next journey, the next adventure, that your life isn't over. And I don't mean like that, like physically over. Some of you may feel so stuck that you feel like you don't have anything else that you can move on to. But I'm getting the true message that you're stepping into, you have this opportunity. Let's put it that way. You have this opportunity to step into another chapter, another adventure. And for some of you, I think you're going to be really excited. And at the same time, it's kind of like, the fear of starting something new. Okay, so let's see what your advice is. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you have two aces right out of the bat. You have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. So with these two cards, this could be a true, like an offer of love, something that's tangible. It can also mean that you're putting out an offer of love to the universe. And when I say that, I mean as in your gifts and talents. You could be deciding to start a new business where you can come truly from what you're passionate about. Your understanding of the world, of how, how spirituality has helped you to get this far down your path, because you have this card, which is kind of a spiritual path type of card. And it's kind of like you're probably kind of resisting this. Can I make enough money at it? Will, people reject me because I'm going on this new path? But it's almost like you have this deep knowing that this is where you're supposed to go. And this is what you really want to do. And, we have the new moon coming up this week too. I feel like, whatever intentions you set at a new moon, and this will be the new moon in Libra, whatever intentions you set now are going to come into fruition in about 6 months. So I feel like you're really at the beginning of something new, a new business, a new relationship. For some of you, I really get a sense that it's something, you see how there's like a sprout there. So the seed has been planted, and I feel like the seed was planted a long time ago. Like you may not have actually taken a step in it, but you planted the seed of some dream or wish that you really wanted to do. So like a business that you wanted to start, or a new place that you wanted to move to. And it's kind of like this week or around this new moon, you're going to get this energy of, this is what I need to do to bring balance into my life. Because the new moon in Libra is all about balance. It's about doing something different that's going to bring a lot of balance and peace into your life. Really nice energy. Okay, so let's see what the outcome is. The outcome is Page of Swords, learning something new. Three of Pentacles, perhaps working with other people to help this come into fruition. Page of Swords is learning something new. It can also be a message from somebody that, wants to help you on this path. Now, I'm going to say, Sag, Leo, and Aries, this is a lot of new energy. I feel like for some of you, because this is your area of resistance, you're kind of resisting stepping onto this new path, but there's definitely a calling this week. It's almost like you cannot deny this path. It's like the universe is going to put you on this path whether you want to go or not, because you have two aces and a page. This is all new, fresh energy. It's a lovely energy. It's coming, the other thing is that it's coming from, from the heart. It definitely is, because we have the Ace of Cups here. It's something that you're going to be passionate about. It's, the Page of Swords is also this sense that you could be teaching others. You could be putting your word out to others. Perhaps spiritually, maybe you're going to start a spiritual business of some sort, where, you're going to start a YouTube tarot channel, where you're putting out information to others, where you're helping others on their journey, because you do have this deep knowing. You've learned a lot through your experiences. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Cups is. We're going to clarify. Seven of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. The Sun. Ace of Swords. I cannot tell you how much new energy there is. You're taking action. You're moving forward. There's some communication. You may be communicating to others what it is that you want to put out into the world. And once again, this Ace of Cups, I feel like you're putting your love, your information, your knowledge, your wisdom out to the world. It's beautiful. Seven of Pentacles. This is where you're going to put your time and energy. You realize that your time and energy is going to bring you true happiness and joy. The light, you are shining your light. You're putting your time and energy where you can shine your light. For some of you, you may feel like you've been living, I don't want to say in a cave, but they're giving me like a cave, like you've been hiding your light. Let's put it that way. And now all of a sudden you're like, no, I am shining my light. I'm putting it out there. I am sending it out to the whole universe. And those that want to accept it, great. And those that don't, you're fine with that. You're getting to the point where it's like, okay, I need to walk this path, and I'm willing to leave behind the people or situations that no longer are willing to accept me for who I am, for who my light is. Like, you're getting clarity about your gifts and your talents, about what you have to offer to the world. You're getting clear about it, and you really want to put your time and energy into this. I can't tell you, I'm getting like, almost like inspired myself. It's so inspiring. It's almost kind of like, like a horse at the gate, like ready to spring out. It's such a lovely energy. I would say definitely go for this. Like, if you're holding back at all about walking down this path, it's like, this is the week, especially with this new moon. It's this energy of, yeah, I got to go do this. And no matter what else happens, this is the direction I'm going in. Okay, so let's clarify this Eight of Cups. Okay, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. I really feel like this is something about what you want to work on. And I do think that down the line, you are going to be working with others. The Three of Pentacles is also about working with spirit. To have this come in, perhaps with your spirit guides, your angels. But this is your area of resistance. You're like, oh, I know I need to do this, but I don't want to do it. And the reason you don't want to do it is because you know that it's going to bring endings. And it's kind of confusing. You're kind of like, okay, I know that if I step onto this path, I'm going to have to end some, or you're concerned that you're going to have to end some, relationships, perhaps a job. You may be needing to move. There's a lot of confusion, choices to make. And you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. I don't have the clarity. I don't know where this is all going. But with this, the Ace of Pentacles in your advice column, this is that the universe has your back. The universe is going to put the things on your path that you are going to need. It's kind of like they're saying to me, you don't have to worry about the whole path. It's just kind of like this sense of just commit to this path. commit to it, and will give you what you need in order to go on this path and to be successful in whatever way that is that you want to be successful. I don't get the sense that you're looking to make a lot of money. It's kind of like this sense of, I have to do, if this is a creative project or a new business. I'm not saying that you don't want to have financial rewards with it, right? Because we do live in the 3D world. But it's kind of like this sense of, I have something that I really need to put out to the world. I have something to share, and I can't wait any longer. Some of you could have been waiting until something at work or your finances were in a certain position, right? Like, okay, I'm not going to start this until I have this much money in the bank, or I'm not going to start this until I retire, or I'm not going to start this until, this big project at work is done. And it's kind of like this sense with this new moon. I mean, you have all this new energy, and it's kind of like, I can't wait, because if I constantly am waiting for this to happen or that to happen, I'm never going to start this. And it's kind of this sense of, it's now or never. Like, I have to do this. This is really important. I feel like, we don't have the judgment card here, but I feel like you're being awakened. You're being called to do this. So let's see what the Ace of Pentacles is. The Empress, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I'm not kidding. It's really, it's like my heart is almost racing. This is just so beautiful. You've been waiting for this opportunity to come along. We have the Devil and the Temperance underneath here. I feel like, there's been something that's really been holding you back, whatever this is. And with the Devil card, I'm going to say, I really feel like it's just your fear. It's your fear of stepping into, to me, the Temperance card is, really being connected to, it's very much like the High Priestess, but to me, almost Temperance is like the High Priestess is like you being connected with your intuition. Temperance card to me is almost like being really connected to your spirit guides and angels, understanding that they're really working behind the scenes for you. And it's kind of, with these two cards together, I'm getting the sense that you've almost been resisting this. Almost been resisting listening to your spirit guides and angels. And yet at the same time, you've been waiting for this opportunity to come in that will help you to go onto this path. And guess what? This opportunity is coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, and it's going to put you on such a nice journey where you are creating, look at this, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, the 9 and 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Like, do they ever come out together? I don't think so. This is your wishes and dreams coming true. It's like you are really going to be creating from a sense of love. You're putting out your love, and what we put out is what we get back. And it's kind of like you're putting out your love and you're getting love in return in all different facets of your life. That means like romantic love, friends and family love, work, having passion and love for your work. For the world in itself, because, with the Empress card, she's pregnant, because the Empress is about creating. But look, the world is there. It's almost like you come into tune with the world itself, with the collective. Even if you don't know the whole collective, you just feel so much more connected. It's about really the King of Cups, like almost coming into, and once again, we have the Three of Pentacles. I really feel like you're working with spirit here, your spirit guides, your angels. The King of Cups is coming into this true sense of loving yourself, of loving the universe, of loving just life. I mean, I just get this sense of true joy. And for some of you, I do feel like it puts you on this path to meeting a true soulmate. If you don't have somebody now in your life, it's kind of like this person is so in tune with what it is that you want to do. I feel like a lot of you may feel like there's people in your life that don't get you right now, right? I mean, because when you're getting ready to go on this path, it's usually because you feel kind of left out. That's your burden right now. You feel like nobody gets me. Like you may have this idea to start this new business or something, and you kind of feel like you're sharing your ideas with other people, and they're kind of like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. What are you talking about? That's kind of crazy. They may actually be saying, yeah, have you lost your mind? And you're kind of like, no, I really have to go do this. I have to put this out to the world. And they're kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But look at what's on the bottom here. I just got a flash of this. Nine of Swords. You're determined. You're kind of like putting your back to the past and saying, hey, you know what? I got to go do this. I've just been called to do this. This is my calling. I have to go to it. And especially with the Three of Pentacles showing up a couple of times, I really feel like you are being called. I'm so super surprised the Judgment card is not here. It feels very much like that, like you're being called to do something. Okay, Ace of Wands. That was the only ace that you had not had on the board yet. And I was like, okay, because that is your true inspiration and passion. Yeah, walking away, justice. I love this. I really feel like, this is the Libra. I feel like this is during Libra season. You are really kind of going on this path. And, there could be somebody that you may have to walk away from, that is going to kind of, the Five of Swords sometimes is somebody that's trying to play on your heartstrings to keep you from going and doing this. And it could be a romantic connection, but it could just be family and friends that are kind of like, what are you doing? Like, you can't go this way. And you're kind of like, I have to go this way. This is the only way I can find balance in my life. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really putting something out there to the world. You're kind of like elevating yourself to this point where you're kind of like, okay, this is what I have to offer, and I'm putting it out there. For some of you, this is going to heal some either connection from the past, or perhaps even a childhood, I don't want to say wound, but it could be. But this is like, okay, no, they're saying that this is actually, okay, this may not resonate with all of you, but for some of you, the message that I'm getting is that you've known this since you were a child, that you needed to shine your light. But you just have never, you've never found the way to do it. You may have been a person that has gone through a lot of romantic relationships or friends, or jobs. You may have moved a lot because you've been in search of how to put your light out. And this has maybe even been since childhood. Like, even maybe since you were a child, you felt like you didn't fit in. I get the sense that some of you feel like you don't fit in, but it's really that you're coming into, what they're telling me is that this Three of Pentacles is you're going to find your new soul tribe. You're going to find other people that are kind of on this path with you, that you're going to get the clarity. Oh my goodness, you're going to get the clarity, because here's the Seven of Cups, which means, confusion, not knowing what direction. But look at, this angel is like pointing to one star. It's kind of like when you go ahead and you allow yourself, you embrace this new path, you get the clarity about what star you are and how to shine your light out to others. And then you're going to be celebrating this. I mean, you're going to be celebrated. I actually feel like for some of you, I don't want to say famous, but you are going to be truly recognized for your light, and maybe possibly for the very first time in your life. And that, once again, may not resonate with everybody, but it's this sense of finding, for some of you could be light workers or star seeds. And so it's like the first time in your life where you feel like you're going to actually belong, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that you've been an outcast your whole life. I think it's just been kind of like a subconscious thing. Do I fit in? I don't feel like I truly fit in. And now all of a sudden it all clicks right? You find your tribe and it all clicks. You walk away from all of kind of the pain in the past of feeling like you didn't fit in. You get this inspiration of, oh my gosh, now I know how I fit in. Like, I don't have to juggle and try to please others. You know, this Two of Pentacles is, you know, you trying to please other people and also please your own soul. It's kind of like stepping into this, no, I know where I am and I know my strengths, I know my light, and I'm going to shine it and shine it brightly, and you're moving forward very quickly. Really nice energy. I would definitely say that if you're feeling like you want to start a new business, go on a new path, some of you may be truly moving, you know, like I have to move to a new area, or traveling to try to find, you know, similar people, or maybe even online or something, you know, like I get the true sense you're going to find the people that you're in search of, or your soul is in search of, so that you can really embrace this new path. Okay, so here is your creativity oracle card, willpower. Use your willpower to bravely overcome thoughts of compromise and defeat. Yeah. I mean, I think the compromise is this Two of Pentacles that I was talking about. You know, like you feel like you have to compromise. You know, you could, your family could be a very lovely family, right? But you're perhaps and a higher spiritual consciousness than your family, and you're constantly feeling like, okay, I can't be who I really want to be because I also want to, you know, stay connected to my family, and my family doesn't get it. You could feel like you're just constantly seesawing, right? And it's kind of like, okay, I can't maybe compromise all the time. It's time for me to step into my true authentic self, and realizing that the people that truly love you for who you are also going to embrace this. Just because your family maybe doesn't see it now doesn't mean that they won't see it later, or still, you know, be a part of your life. It's kind of, I do get a sense, you know, you have these two cards here. I feel like you're going to find a lot of peace in this situation. I don't feel like there's any conflict. I think it's you coming, the conflict is really internal. It's kind of like, am I really going to do this? Like, do I really have the guts to do this? Yeah, you do. And I think you're going to do it. I think a lot of you are. Okay, so let's get your final angel message. These are really messy, so there's something that they want you to know. Let's see. Wow. Okay, this one dropped. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. Okay, this is your angel message card. I just read the title. I don't know what it says. It says star. I think you are a star. You definitely are. Believe in yourself. You are a wonder of creation. Wash away all fear and discover you are a shining star. Allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life, for the light of your soul will guide you always towards love. Remember, stars are born through explosions of love, and love illuminates all things. Never forget, you are a truly shining star. And, okay, I don't know where my star card went. We had the star a while ago. Here it is. Remember when we have these, I think for a lot of you, once again, you have had this calling, perhaps even since childhood, you know, moments maybe where you felt like there was some special path you were supposed to take. And it's almost, once again, I feel like for a lot of you, it's been a long journey trying to find that path of how to truly shine. And it doesn't mean that your life has been sad or disappointing the whole life. I don't mean that at all. It's just kind of like there's always been this internal yearning for, there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. And it's, once again, not that you haven't enjoyed the people in your life or your job or whatever. It's just kind of like, there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. And it's kind of like you are really being called now to step onto this path, you know, to shine your light, to embrace it. And everyone, I love this part where it says, allow all around you to just be. Let go of trying to control life for the light of your soul. Yeah, it's stepping into you. Wow, fire signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. What an inspiring message. I hope you resonated with it. And if you did, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, sharing, or subscribing. And I do wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.